Restorer? Can you hear me? Ah, there you are. I'm sorry. What you've just experienced was a relapse of our patient's condition. Hopefully you didn't cause too much damage whilst inside. Now, the objective as stated is to locate Jean's artifact. At this present moment in time, we don't know what this item is. We need to gather information from important memories our client can still understand. Their core memories.
So, yeah. That's so intense, that bit. Jesus. Throughout it, I'm sort of torn between going, holy shit, what's happening? And then just letting you guys enjoy that, because, I don't know. This game is just incredible. I love the way it's done. Right, so, projectors restored, 1 out of 20. We can access those projections from downstairs in the case. And our next task is to go to the harbour, so let's go. Travel to Pinwheel Harbour. Here we are. Okay, drawers. I love the music in this game. It's so... The whole thing is really atmospheric and very beautiful, and the story is just incredible as it goes on. Chopped tomatoes. Oh, I'll take them back to the case and have a cheeky nibble. Oh, and a cheeky little drink to go with it. Peat Hill. And Painter's Journal number 1, entry 1 out of 10. I have been told by my doctor that keeping a journal about my workshop work will be beneficial for my treatment even at this early stage. In my morning's workshop I painted for the first time in around 5 years. My doctor was indeed right. I felt incredibly relaxed as I sat there in that light and breezy room, brush on paper. It reminded me of a long time ago when I used to paint professionally. I have struggled in remembering my most recent work, but I do remember that long ago I produced a painting that overlooked Pinwheel Harbour, tracing the coastline all the way to St. Paul's Lighthouse. A deep sense of inspiration was felt when this memory was rediscovered like an old photo album in the attic. It made me feel good again. Now, I don't know that we're entirely sure who the painter is, but I guess we'll discover that as we go along. Oh yeah, I am aware that I said... Oh no, we just went down, didn't we? I am aware that I said Pinwheel earlier, and we hadn't discovered what Pinwheel was when I said that, but it's basically the town, the harbour, the village and stuff. It's basically what this place is called.
Right. Let's try to make sense of all of this. Explore whatever you can, and I'll keep in contact with any new information.
Aye aye, Phyllis. Pinwheel May Day Festival, 1st May, Town Square. Music and celebration starts at 12 PM. And these things litter the game, the little pinwheels. Let's see if anything's in here. Ah! I'll let Phyllis tell you what this is.
You found one. A memory fragment. Good work. A ribbon. This must be Jean's representation of them within her mind.
So yeah, the main way you complete the game is just by collecting ribbons and not really exploring the projectors. But I do recommend that you do that, because the projectors are really cool. And But I think the projectors are pretty important, not necessarily to Jean's story, but definitely to the bigger story in this game.
Just a side note, any items you pick up can be stored in the case, should you want to.
Yeah, you did say that earlier, I think, Phyllis, that exact thing. Okay, I don't think... Oh, okay. These clipboards are reminders. Herbs and spices go here. I'm assuming it's reminders... What I think is it's reminders that Jean has up around her home or stuff in her real life, so that she can remember where to put things because of her dementia. Oh, I mean... that's better. Pressing shift to sprint. Or else it takes ages to go anywhere in this game. That's the only thing that annoys me, is that it's very slow. Like, floaty and nice, but very slow. Boathouse, I don't think there's anything.
How come you're not leaving footprints in the snow?
Those boys are quite important for a puzzle, but they're a little annoying to it's an annoying puzzle to figure out. I couldn't do it. I had to look online to do it, but maybe I'll try and figure it out today because it involves slight maths.
I must say, I am impressed, Restorer. You've done such wonderful work this evening. Just between you and I, there's a lot riding on this restoration. It's our last week of funding and, well, I haven't got any usable results. You're my last hope, and it's very important that we succeed.
No, you meant you, Phyllis. Don't fucking lie to me. Okay. There's a lot of different bits we can explore here. I don't necessarily want to do that bit yet.
If you feel lost, or don't know where to go, remember you can go back to the case and check the map. You know, I am sorry about before, the relapse and all. Just remember, it's incredibly important that we trust each other. Don't worry too much about her brain. I'll be monitoring it on my end to ensure that no severe damage is caused during your visit.
Okay, Phyllis.
The rhythm, just listening to that melody would never get old.
Okay, there's a fuse box here. 0427. I'll write that down. And it's a 75A fuse. I don't know if that's going to be important, but just in case it might be, I'll write that down as well. And then I'll look back at the note and I won't remember what it was for. Great. Inspirations. Stood in the centre of the market, I can hear potential for my new communication system. Imagine long-distance conversations bringing everyone closer together, family, friends and business. We all love to talk, to discuss ideas and to hear loved ones' voices. Stood in the centre of this market, I hear conversations. Susan Shorrocks talks to Jan Hemingway about Matthew Lewis and his charming manners with the ladies. Dr. Foster commandeers in his doctoral manner to Howard Peterson that at his age he should really quit smoking. George Thornton tells his daughter Jean that if she is good today he will buy her some sweets from the market. Conversation is king here and everywhere, and if my system can work, then it can be king in the home, connecting us all together. Abel. Don't know who that could possibly be. Engineering drawing, a bell. That would be a nice memento to have. Okay. And into, oh, it's just a...
Don't talk so loud. You'll scare them off.
And then occasionally Jean will do something like that throughout the story and scare the shite out of me. Theft report. In the early hours of Sunday morning, a Mr. Thompson and Mr. Penman stole a shipment of J.D. Taylor's locally brewed beer from the J.D. Taylor warehouse. The two scoundrels, rather than instinctively selling the shipment, slunk off to a secret storage house upon the dock, where they proceeded to drink the majority of their haul's contents. An alert was brought to the station at 4 o'clock Monday morning, when neighbouring residents began to complain about the horrendous singing that was coming from within the storage house. By the time we appeared on the scene, both perpetrators had fallen fast asleep over their precious goods. Arrests and charges followed in due course. That sounds like an excellent night. Okay, so if we go back up here, then we'll come back up to the house, I'm guessing. Yes, okay, right, so down here. I just want to make sure that we explore every bit of this as thoroughly as possible.
Did I ever tell you about an odd colleague of mine who experimented with brain cell transplants? Taking them from one memory and surgically implanting them into another. An attempt to reconfigure their minds, he said. Fascinating stuff, really. Imagine what we could do with that level of scientific freedom.
She is a scary lady. So the thing I just picked up was part of a safe combination lock, so at some point I'm guessing we'll have to put a wheel on something. Can't get through there. Right, into this house, I think.